Tyler Perry's House of Payne is back.
Yes!
Back with all new episodes.
You know what this is. This is what Payne men do.
New laughs.
You ain't tell me you got arrested.
Academic probation.
And new surprises.
What happened?
Oh.
I got the hookup on the pain pills.
We gonna need that number.
It's like they never left the house.
Is that what I smell? Whoa, you coming on strong, bro. You got my eyes watering.
All right, House of Payne fans. It's ironic because last night I posted a video. How many did I post last night? Like 10? And I said, I wonder when we're getting a House of Payne promo. We might get one randomly, and we sure enough did because we got one. You just saw it at the beginning of this video. So go ahead and make sure you give this video a thumbs up to show you like it. Hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content. Sadly, we've fallen below 30% of people who watch my videos who are subscribed, meaning that almost 80% of my views come from people who have not subscribed. Meaning that if everybody who haven't subscribed subscribes, I'd probably be at like 500,000 subscribers by now. So hit subscribe and follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. I'm not going to sit up here and complain. I'm not going to complain, but there really isn't that much to talk about here. I mean, if you were to ask me based off the little 30-second bumper we got, what was the best part? I'd say for me, seeing Lisa with a baby bump. That is a big deal, no pun intended, because of the fact that when you look at so many of these other shows, mainly the haves and have-nots, where we have these characters who are allegedly pregnant, but we never see them showing. Yeah, so this really does display that time has passed by. Now, how much time, I don't know. I mean, let's talk about the baby bump in a second, but let's just go over the rest of the trailer because, like I said, it's really not that much to go over. So it starts off with Miranda going, yes, and then Calvin's doing a head nod. Now, is she talking to Calvin? I don't know. I know they're in the same house based off their backgrounds there. Then you also have Curtis talking to Ella. You know what it is? This is what Payne men do. It looks like, Malik and Lisa are sitting on the couch and Malik takes off running, but then he trips up. I mean, is Lisa about to go into labor and he's panicking about to, grab like the emergency kit? Isn't that something that people about to have babies do, have like a bag or something ready to go at the slightest sign of a contraction where it's like, okay, I'm ready to go. So I guess Malik was running because Lisa, oh my God, the baby's coming. And then, he trips up. That's just a guess. I don't know. I think probably my favorite part, you ain't tell me you got arrested? Lisa's talking to Malik. Babe, no, I said I'm on academic probation, which honestly makes sense because when you think about everything that's been going on, we haven't seen Malik do that much work on school. And to be fair, and I've mentioned this in episode reviews before, anytime Malik is working on schoolwork, he's interrupted by his family. Like, I remember in an early episode where Janine was getting the twins ready for school and Malik was, working on some schoolwork. And I think it was either Janine or CJ that told Malik to get up and help. But he was like, well, hey, I'm trying to do schoolwork. And then he had a little, this was when Malik was tolerable and his sassiness, where he would respond, but it wasn't too over the top, where you could see where it could be taken as slightly disrespectful, but at the same time, it wasn't him being insufferable. So I just remember during that review, I forgot what episode, but I remember it was early on in the season, and I said, wow, I mean, I get that, but it's like, if Malik wasn't there, Janine would have got the kids ready anyway. So now that he's there, it's not like Malik was just sitting on his ass. He was doing schoolwork because he's still in college. But I imagine with, based on things we see later in the promo, that could impact how his academic probation has taken effect. And as someone who worked at, a university in the call center for 3 years, talking with students who have, seen grades go up, go down, academic probation is a big deal because after probation, if I'm not mistaken, depending on the university, suspension is next. So that could really impact your financial aid, so yeah, Malik gotta do good to get that GP up, or he's in a screwed up position. But we also see, you know, a couple of scenes where I think Curtis is bringing CJ back into the house, and Ella and Miranda like, oh no, what happened? So this raises a lot of questions here in regards to the time frame of the events of everything going on, because yeah, it's Curtis who's bringing CJ home. He's on crutches. It looks like he has a brace for his back and neck, and they put him on the couch, and I think Lisa's like, oh, I got the hookup on the pain pills, and then Curtis like, oh yeah, we're gonna need that number. So even in that scene, it looks like Lisa has a baby bump where she's wearing a black dress, and then we got another scene where CJ's on the couch and Malik, you know, putting his feet up on a pillow to help him keep elevated. So it looks like this is what I mentioned in my previous video I did. I think I did the video, will Malik need to step up and take on more responsibility, you know, of his dad in a position like that? Because jumping forward towards the end of the trailer, I guess there's a fart joke because somebody's like, you coming on strong, bro. You got my eyes watering, because we see CJ with a cane, and we got Floyd, and it looks like they're over at Uncle Curtis's house. So you got Ella, Floyd, and Calvin. So it looks like as time goes on, we're going to see CJ out of the neck brace and all, and he's able to walk with just a cane as opposed to the crutches. So I do think that it's a possibility. Yeah, we also have another scene of Calvin, you know, cooking something in the kitchen with everybody taking care of CJ. And then, you know, of course, Malik, I don't know if he's going to be working the job that CJ said that he got for him. He has a lot of stuff to balance. You know what? His injured dad, his soon-to-be baby mama, school, and the job. I can see why he's on academic probation. So the question is, with him on probation, is this a result of him slacking off? I don't know, because if you go back to episode 1, Janine mentioned how proud she is of Malik. You're doing well in school. You know, yeah, you made some decisions when you were younger, but you turned it around. I'm so proud of you. I'm willing to bet that this is probably his first time slipping below good standing. But here's my thing. If Malik really is on probation due to the events going on with his family and whatnot, what I would hate to see, and I bet we're going to see, is somebody like CJ or Ella giving him a talking down to when he's trying to juggle so many things at once. It's like, cut him some slack. So what I really don't want to see in this upcoming season is Malik pretty much getting, you know, I don't know, he's almost like the butt of every joke. He's getting all the he's not the butt of every joke. I misphrased that. He's basically everybody's punching bag. He's the one people go to when he gets blamed for everything, like the whole remote control situation, or, you know, being disrespectful. Like, yes, like I said before, go back to my House of Payne playlist and look at the reviews, and I go over, you know, Malik. Basically, it's almost as if they took that sassiness and loud mouth behavior that Jasmine had, put it on Malik, and then triple the intensity of it, where it's like, bro, I don't like you at all. But then as the season goes on, it just becomes unbearable, because we see Malik mature. We see Malik being the first one to bring up compromise, Lisa not agreeing, and then all the women, you know, give him the stink eye. So it's just one of those situations where I really hope Malik is treated better as a character. I do hope that we focus on time, because that goes back to what I mentioned before. CJ, we don't know how quickly he gets rescued, because we know he's alive, obviously. Because when Ella asks, what happened? There are a lot of questions that go into that. Again, Lisa with the baby bump. Like, is CJ in the hospital for a few weeks recovering, and then he comes back home on the crutches and neck brace and everything? Then as time goes on, we see him able to walk with a cane. So I'm very puzzled on how much time is passing by. Not to mention, no, this promo did not show us Jasmine, did not show us Janine, did not show us Laura, the Firehouse crew, the barbershop crew. It looks like we're still stuck with the same cast from last season, minus a few characters who I've just mentioned were not in this promo at all. So I'm very curious to see if this season improves upon the last one. I'm not 100% sure because, like I said, the video I did with Palmer Williams, aka Floyd, doing the interview where he said, "Yeah, we filmed a lot of episodes." I forgot what year he said, but basically we filmed a lot of episodes, and some of the episodes that I filmed haven't aired yet. Like, there are more Floyd appearances, so that makes me wonder if maybe the first half of this season or the season in its entirety was filmed at the same time as season 9. If that's the case, then it could be that we'll be receiving the same level of quality, like the repetitive dialogue, if you want to call saying, "What? Huh? What'd you just say?" Laugh track dialogue. So, given that she has a baby bump, I guess that probably is new material. Like, Tyler probably saw that people kept saying, "Wait, how is Lisa pregnant when we don't even have her showing at all?" So I'm a little concerned, but just like Assisted Living, I will watch the first couple episodes, or probably more than that, because even though I might not like the show, like the OG series from TBS, House of Payne brings in a lot of views, so I can't argue with it. Plus, the show's only 23 minutes long, so it's not that bad, even though 23 minutes can feel like an eternity when the material isn't that great, but we'll have to wait and see. So, with that being said, that's pretty much all I have to say about the House of Payne trailer. The baby bump was obviously the biggest thing for me, as well as noticing the lack of character. So, we'll just have to wait and find out the time frame on CJ's injuries, how long it takes for him to recover, and things like that. So, without further ado, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.